Hey graduates, I'm here. I am here. Big up on a nice clean self. How is everybody doing? Hmm. Boy, oh boy, where the Wednesday are going, you know. Where the Wednesday are going, people? Huh? This is gonna be 10 Tory in a one for true. I mean, like it when we're nice and comfortable over here, you know, because that means we can misbehave a little bit. Big up yourself, Gloria. Hi, Elita. Vivian, big up yourself. Nicole, big up yourself. I'm waiting for my wrenches to roll in. I am waiting for my wrenches to roll in. You understand? Yeah, before we get started. Hi, Nadine. Let me let you guys see my face. It's even for a while. How are we doing? How is everybody doing on the Wednesday? I hope you are all fine. And for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. This is Head Teacher K Speaks. And this is Head Teacher K, your hostess with the mostess. Big up on herself, big up on herself. Boy, oh boy. What a Wednesday it has been so far. I have got a few things that I want to touch on for this particular live. And I hope my graduates will enjoy the session because it plans to be a very festive one. A whole heap of something Gwaan, and I think to myself, say, boy, if me do 10 tour in a 1 pound weekend, it's gonna be too much. So I might as well get started now. Okay. Right. Let me make sure that I have not missed my graduates. Elita, you are well. That's good to hear. Good afternoon, Lisa. Beautiful face that matches your personality. Thank you very much, Nicole, for the compliments. Who am I missing? Sharon Savage, big up yourself. Thea, how are you doing? Lovelace, my wrencher, you're in the building. Nice, so we can get started. I am certain by now you are all totally fed up with the amount of things that's happening on social media, to the point where you may just want something a little bit different, because people are banging on and on about exactly the same topic in every corner of social media, right? But there is one common topic that I am going to raise first, and I'm just going to raise it so that I can get it out of the way before we get into the meat of the matter. I had a message today from one of my subscribers who is also my follower on Facebook, and they wanted to hear my perspective on the situation to do with the lady in Mandeville. Okay, so remember, one of the house rules of Head Teacher K's class is we try to avoid calling names. So for this purpose, we are going to refer to her as BHTF lady. All right, okay. They wanted particularly to address the situation where the lady with the big platform, I can't get my words out. The lady with the big platform actually addressed it on her live earlier, and they were not very happy about that. Okay. Now, this is what I'm going to say. I have heard all of the things that have been said about the BHTF lady. And honest to goodness, I think it's the most unnecessary dragging that I've seen on social media. And that's the honest truth. The reason why I'm going to say it's unnecessary is because this is a lady that, despite the fact that she has done some things that a lot of people do not respect or are not in agreement with, she does not interfere with other people on social media. And that's the point blank truth. She's not busy on her platform dragging and slagging off other people. She does not go out of her way to be a messy Bessie. I don't see her interfering with either the big platform or anybody else for that matter. She stays in her lane. She's doing what she's supposed to do. And whether or not we are in agreement with how she runs her show, I don't see this woman messing with anybody. But I see a lot of people on her back. And I know for a fact that there are people on social media who are more deserving of the dragging than she is. And that's my perspective on that. However, that aside, I genuinely believe that the big platform holder came out and said what she said because she's well aware of the role that she played in the whole situation. I remember when the whole kind of pasa started between herself and the BHTF lady. And when it started was when the big platform holder took to her live and started throwing shade. Yes, you did. Talking about handbag, taking things, not declaring it, blah, blah, blah. This opened a whole can of worms. Now, whether or not it's true is irrelevant. The point is that it was done on a live, and the shade that was thrown, actually, it was the whole flipping forest, caught the right person. And the person came out, BHTF lady, and she came out guns blazing because she felt that she was provoked, or she felt that her dirty linen was aired in public, whichever perspective you wish to take. In doing so, she retaliated in what we would regard as a disrespectful manner, considering that many people have accused the BHTF lady of mimicking the style of the big platform holder. Now, that is personal opinion. But at the end of the day, many people have identified things that she has done where it was first done on the big platform holders page before it got done on BHTF's platform. Whether or not it's true, that's a whole other debate. But I'm saying people are like, well, you imitate and you mimic this lady because you aspire to be like her. You take instructions from her in terms of how to run your platform, even started doing marathons. And this is a lady you clearly admire. And then you turn around and you more or less were very disrespectful to her. So because of that, there's a lot of ill feelings, from ardent followers towards the lady about how she reacted. In addition to that, we are aware of the fact that there was this whole big thing that happened with her and Adona, where she was accused of more or less taking money on the sly, doing things for personal gain, and then she turned around and threw these gifts back in the face of that donor. People consider that to be, ungrateful as well as disrespectful. It was like looking a gift horse in the mouth. These were two isolated incidents with this lady. People have a lot to say about how she runs her charity, just like they have a lot to say about how the big platform holder runs her charity. And people are free to criticize that and to have their suspicions about that. But in addition to this, I've observed the BHTF's lady's whole personal life get torn apart. She's been accused of being, I don't know, gender binary or, gender fluid, if even, as though that's anybody's business. Quite frankly, and I'm not here in terms of defense, I'm looking at things objectively. Having said what she said and done what she did, she moved on. So if the woman wants to take to her platform, be it on TikTok or Facebook or wherever, and cry her eyes out to her followers and try and, I don't know, pull a sympathy card or whatever, or try to gain empathy, that to me is her business. And I do not believe it is the right of any blogger or any platform holder to crucify this woman for expressing herself however she sees fit. Nor do I think there's anything wrong with the big platform holder saying, get off the lady's back. Because she's well aware of the role that she played when it came to airing out stuff about that lady to begin with, which started a whole kind of spiral of behavior. So if she is taking accountability quietly, even, and trying to guide her followers to stay off the bullying route and leave this woman alone, I actually think that that was a very commendable thing to do. And that's where I'm going to leave that. Right. Let's look at some of your comments before I carry on. Okay. So Majesta Tell Mickey, you soon coming live with 10 Tory now. That's right. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Michelle. Good afternoon, Nicole. Big up yourself. Cooking with JCM Kitchen. Hi, Jody and company. And we got Know Your English Grammar. Big up yourself. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, Rich. Hope you guys are all fine. So really and truly, I have got no negative feelings towards BHTF at all. I believe that she did what she did and she faced her consequence. And I think that the consequence should have been over and done with by now. If it is the case that she's running her charity in some kind of illegitimate way, I believe it is the followers, the supporters who need to come forward and declare that and share their evidence. If she is being dishonest, underhand, she's not using the money properly, whatever, it really is for the donors to stand up and say, listen, we don't trust her because X, Y, and Z. When that comes to the forefront, that's the time for everybody to start going, look, see, what you're telling us that she thief, you're telling us that she do whatever. But other than that, I'm seeing nothing other than people picking up other people's battles, other people's battles that really have nothing to do with them. And I think that it's full time that people move on and let it go, right? And stop watch out the woman, page them. If she wants to go on her TikTok and cry to her followers, that's her business. Really and truly, I don't see what it's got to do with the price of rice in China. I don't. Okay. Auntie have nothing against her, so she will speak on her behalf. There you go. Kudos to Mismatched Daughter for speaking out. I only mismatched that. Oh, look here, Carrie. I have been skeptical to judge that woman because the big platform was viciously bashed in the same manner. Exactly. And you know, at the end of the day, we are aware of how the fridge did bust open on that whole thing. Anybody who was on that live know exactly how the fridge did bust open, right? The fridge never bust open by nobody but the big platform holder herself. So a lot of the things that were said on that live caused a whole series of events that happened afterwards. And I think it was the good thing, the righteous thing to do, to take accountability almost by saying, listen, cut, stop, because she's not troubling anybody. I don't know why people are so busy bashing her. Who are you fighting for? It's unnecessary. And, you know, then talking about her sexuality, I couldn't care less who she's sleeping with. Why are we so preoccupied with people's downstairs? You know, it's like, I really don't understand the depth of the argument. I can tell when there is a genuine case of somebody being vicious and horrid on social media, and they deserve any kind of clapback that they get. Where BHTF is concerned, I don't see it. I genuinely do not see it. She had her falling out with two people on each with one occasion. Okay. Once that was done, there was nothing else. So why are we still riding this pony? I don't get it. I mean, stop tearing on each other. That's right. Exactly. You know, leave the woman, let her prosper. If she wants to cry on her TikTok, leave her to cry on her TikTok. If it is for sympathy, it's not sympathy from you guys, clearly. It's sympathy from her followers and her subscribers. And sometimes people feel more comfortable kind of communicating in different ways. So if that's what she wants to do, why are you guys getting into her marriage? And I mean, and some of you bloggers, you're messy as hell. I'm telling you, you know, some of you are messy as hell. And it's like, I don't understand what you're trying to prove by doing things like that. If it is that the BHTF lady had genuinely taken somebody's money and misappropriated it, and you had hardcore evidence, I'd respect your blogging on that. If it is that you're wanting to say that she cooks for all these homeless people and yet you can't see the food, I even heard that rumor going around. And I went on the lady's TikTok, and the amount of videos I saw with her feeding the homeless. In one video, I counted over 20 plates or dishes of food being handed out with drinks and water. Some of them get drinks, water, money, and the food. And there was also a video with her cooking in her kitchen. You could see the big pot of rice and peas and things being shared out. And I'm just like, what exactly is your problem? You know, if her show is running away where she not put out receipts and whatever, okay, it's not transparent in your opinion. But if the donors have no problem with it, meaning that the donors aren't coming forward and going onto people's platforms and going, Lord Jesus, me get a lady, the BHTF lady, 20 grand. And the 20 grand supposed to buy X and she take 10 for herself. Until then, you guys are just blowing a lot of hot air and you are deliberately tearing down somebody that really is not a target. We don't know who the targets are. She's not one of them. But I'll leave it at that, okay? Before we carry on with the rest of 10 Tory one. All right, bear with me. So, let me take a look at some of this. Thank God, men are too friendly, you know, because social media is really messy. I'm telling you, the cave seller downstairs. I keep saying, if you do good, then good will follow. If you do bad, it comes back to you. God pay us according to our works. That is true, Lisa. But let us not forget that human beings who are hell-bent on vengeance are sometimes not necessarily doing God's work. Sometimes they're taking matters into their own hands, and they're just basically giving into their own temptations. But if they have a problem with the platform holder, why watching? That's another good question. I'm here listening while driving because it's raining. Okay, please do not touch that phone. You just listen, Norma. You get home nice and safe, okay? But I totally respect the fact that the big platform holder came out and said, you guys need to stop. I think there's nothing wrong with that. And I know that people are saying, oh, she should not have gotten involved and stuff. I think she should have gotten involved because she knows that she played a part in that. She does know. All right. So we're going to start first with Andre Stevens, the video of Andre Stevens with his matriarchs. And when I say matriarchs, graduates, I'm talking about women who are usually in the highest positions in your family. It does not have to be a biological maternal figure. It could just be an older woman who is older and wiser, who has given their time, love, care to you while you were growing up, or as a young adult, or even as an adult. Matriarchs are very important in our society for the simple reason that matriarchs represent the seat of values. And by the seat of values, I'm talking about the fact that women usually are the storytellers of a nation. Women historically pass on traditions, and they are the nurturers naturally of a community. So when it comes to seeking comfort, a matriarch is a really important figure in anybody's life. When it comes to wisdom and knowledge, a matriarch is equally quite important. Patriarchs, which are the opposite, the men of high standing with respect in our family or in our circle, patriarchs tend to be looked at more than just knowledge, but more for protection and guidance, okay? So, Andre Stevens has shown us that he has got issues in terms of how he was raised by his mother. To this day, he struggles with his mother. He has a very strange, or rather, I should say, estranged relationship with her. And as a result of that, I have witnessed over time that Andre Stevens persistently seeks out females, elderly females, older females, to represent this absent matriarch in his life. All of this has not always played well for Andre. So we're going to listen to his live, where he speaks quite openly about one such matriarch who has turned out to be not what he expected. I want you to let me know in the comments whether or not you are struggling with the sound. If you are, I will attach the Bluetooth, but make sure that you let me know whether or not you are hearing everything as it's supposed to be, okay? Just bear with me. All right.
You see, when 2.5 weeks ago, when they took down my YouTube channel.
Can you all hear that? You know what? I think I'm going to connect it anyway.
I was so shocked that I became so numb that I never knew how to react.
Hold on. Now, Andre has referred to the barter system. Okay. He has referred to the barter system. Now, the barter system is about the exchange of goods and services for other goods and services without exchanging any money. So I'm not certain how he's referring to the barter system in this case, because Andre critically, money has exchanged hands here. You've had to do a payoff in terms of releasing your ex-producer. Then there's this whole issue of you struggling to get your money. And the fact that your funds are, we're still not sure as the public, whether or not you've received all of your money. So I'm not certain if you're applying that phrase in the right way in terms of the barter system. If you're talking about the fact that they were bartering between yourself and themselves in terms of their own integrity, their own brand, perhaps I can see how you're using it there, but that's quite a loose application. Why would it be an issue that you called particular names? You have always called these names on your platform from the get-go. I do not see any difference in terms of who your target has always been. And surely whichever way you take it, these people must have known that this was your modus operandi from the very beginning. So this is where I'm coming from. It doesn't make sense, that part of it at all. Up to pull him out of darkness, to nurture him, to support him, to each individually fulfill the role that his mother has not, in his opinion. Those are huge burdens to bear for a sustained period of time on those women, particularly where you have an individual who struggles with mental health, which is why he needs to have a lot of them, because one alone can't manage. And that's a fact. One alone can't manage, but that's a lot of emotional burden. I see Andre doing exactly the same thing, but hopefully this time he's not doing it financially. He always has to be surrounded by these mothers, trying to replace the one mother that eludes him. It is terrible when you have a fragmented relationship with somebody who is your matriarch, the person who is supposed to sustain and nourish you and protect you from harm and be there for you at your weakest moments and celebrate you when you are at your strongest. There is no love that can replace a mother's love. And no matter how much he searches, all he will end up with is a carbon copy until that is repaired. Anyway, I work on him. Jesus Pilot Me, please behave yourself in the comments. All right, we're going to move on to the next story. And this time, guys, this Astoria is going to come from a different part of the globe. We've been in Jamaica far too long. And Jamaican cascas, I get boring now. So we're going to take it elsewhere. I would like you to listen carefully to this story. This is a gentleman from the island of Trinidad. And this Trinidadian man is going to share with you what took place. All right. So I want you to just bear with me while I share a video. And I want you to give me a thumbs up when you think you have seen it on the screen. All right, give me a thumbs up if you've seen it, guys. If you see the video, give me a thumbs up. All right, thumbs up if you see it. Let me just take a look at some of the comments in the meantime. Empty barrels make the most noise, no substance. Good afternoon, Angeli. I would not say he is an empty barrel, actually. I think Andre is a very intelligent person. I just think that his emotions are misguided. It's his emotions that he needs to put a tap on. And later on, when we visit the Miss Kitty story, we'll see exactly what we mean by that. Chris, I hope he's more careful in trusting people this round, or it will break him this time. Absolutely. But I think he's already going on the same path. Thank you for the thumbs up. I see that you can see the video. We're going to press play on it now. Let me just make sure my volume is nice and loud.
Central Delilah.
Trinidad and Tobago, and the world by extension, wherever this video reach you. Well, if you have noticed, you have not been seeing me on the social media for about a month and something. Mainly because I was dealing with something of my character, my reputation, my lifestyle, my work, and everything that surrounds me, that makes me. I had to deal with a situation of a person, I call her Central Delilah. And the reason why I call her Central Delilah is because she almost tarnished my career, my character, my reputation, my livelihood, my familyhood, and everything. So I'm going to state exactly what happened.
Listen, people.
A couple of months ago, Central Delilah, she does massages, exotic massages, and she has a vast clientele. She operates like she cannot mash ants to the ones that...
No. 198 of you are on the live watching. 198. And me only say what is 70 likes. Please don't like up the live before me press play. I beg. Like up the live. That is all I ask. Remember, say, not give me no pretty screen and come and come with no so me I come with other stuff. So unless me I come with only like a mix up, I only them time on the dash pretty screen. Please to at least like up the live. That is all I ask my graduates to do. Okay. I am not asking for anything else. I'm just asking for you guys to like up the live. I beg. Is at 202 now or no? You know, must can like up the live before me press play. The must can like up the live before me press play, because this is a story, you know. I don't know normal story. And when I press play upon it, I got shocked to hear how some people wicked. But I would like to see the likes going up, please and thanks. When me see the likes go up, then me press play again. That's the least I can do. I don't ask for nothing else. That's right. Substance over hype. Come, man. And like up the live, man. At the least I can do is do that, because that increases the visibility of the video. Thank you. Please and thanks. All right. Okay. She lowers her gaze and tentatively approaches. Is it safe to enter? Big up yourself, Tammy. It's safe, man. It's safe. It's safe. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. All right. Let's go.
See her. And the one who deals with her in her work capacity, they believe that she's a saint. This Central Delilah came to me asking me for money borrow, which I lent her. And from what is I'm
Thank
hearing,
you very
that
much.
she
I
owes
appreciate it,
6
sweetheart.
money lenders right now. I have the voice notes of the money lenders. I have the screenshots of the conversation back and forth with her with the money lenders. She's owing a lot of money. One money lender, she owes $21,000. Central Delilah came to me and said that she needed to go to the doctor and she needed some money borrowed. But I know from past experience that she does not like to pay. So what she said, she would return her favors, as in massage favors, as to pay the interest until she get paid, which is the capital.
Wanna hear that? Did you guys hear what the man just said? Did you guys hear that? Did you hear what he said? Let me pull it back up. So remember now, she owed the man money, but him know that she not really like for payback. So she has offered to give massage services in exchange. All right.
I know from past experience that she does not like to pay.
Listen.
So what she
thank
said, she
you,
would
thank
return her
you.
favors, as in massage favors, as to pay the interest until she get paid, which is the capital. So I said, no problem. I will engage. I'm human. I'm not perfect. So I engaged Central Delilah at my home, of one of my homes, and she comes every Tuesday and Thursday to give me my massage. She charges $100 for a happy ending. She charges $200. So I never paid the extra $500-$600 because I'm not into that. So I engaged. As I said, I'm human, I'm not perfect. Central Delilah, when she finished, engaged her activity, asked me for $2,000 borrow. I said, you already owing me $4,000. Why would I lend you $2,000 more? Because she needed to pay a bill. I said, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. She said, okay, no problem. She left. And 2 minutes after, I got a call from her. And I answered. I said, you forgot something? What's up? She said, I'm going to the station. I said, is something wrong? What happened to you?
Exactly.
She said, are you giving me the $2,000? I said, no, I'm not doing that. Then she replied, okay, I'm going to the station.
You're there.
That night, I didn't panic. I didn't do anything because I said, I didn't do anything wrong, so it can't be me she's talking about. That was September the 26th, 2023. So, on the Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, she was absent from the area, and I was looking for her because I wanted my money. So, not knowing that, she went to do the unexpected. The Saturday, I was on the job site. I got a call from Maloney Police Station asking me about the individual. I said, yes, I know her. They said, how soon can you come here? I said, well, I'm on a job site now. What is the issue? They say you need to come. So I closed up the job and I head to the station. Only to see a report of a nature, a sexual nature, this girl said that I did to her. This Central Delilah.
Central Delilah.
It indicated that she came by me to borrow money, and I grabbed her by her throat, dragged her into my room, and she gave them the time, she gave them the date, and she gave them everything. In my wit, I said, that is not true. She also said that I assaulted her. I said, that is not true. He said, okay, just stand by, they're doing an investigation, no problem. I went home, so I know because I didn't do anything wrong. The Sunday on the job site, Maloney Police Station called again. This time a constable, a WPC called, and warning me to stay away from Central Delilah. I asked the officer, did you speak to the corporal? Because he called me yesterday. She said no. I said, can I come see you? She said, yes, you can come see me. I got my job done and I went to the police station. She then read out everything and said, these are serious allegations. And I said, I have facts Those are allegations. I have facts of the incident.
Listen
From
up,
the
listen.
time the person come, everything, they left. She said she wanted to see. I showed her text messages. I showed her videos of the person entering my home and performing their duties and leaving. The person was even laughing, having fun, and even gave me something good. So with this now, the police officer then...
Hold up. There are a number of things I am hearing here, sir. For one thing, you went to the police station, okay, and I think that's brilliant because you're clearly showing that you're not afraid, you got no issue, you know you're innocent. But you turn up with evidence, and the evidence that you turn up with is video evidence. So you had video evidence. Obviously, it would be easy to have video evidence of the woman entering your property, exiting your property, probably in the common areas like the living room, whatever. Unless it's in them areas you're doing your activities. But you videoing the woman because the woman went and made a report. Good job, sir. Yes, the woman went and made a report. Thank you for the pretty screen. The woman went and made a report. And when the woman go and make the report, you have video showing action, showing the full thing, showing that the woman was enjoying it. Did the woman know she was being recorded? So how many times have you done this, sir? Now, listen, I'm not saying that he's completely innocent, graduates. I'm not saying that because he can't be completely innocent. For one thing, he was willing to solicit services of a prostitute, which is illegal. Don't think that it's just the prostitution is illegal. The soliciting is also a criminal act. So when a man go out into the street and then buy some downstairs nanny, that is a crime. So he is not innocent. He's a criminal too. But she wicked because she is setting up the man. She wants to go and tell her kind of lies, but the man is also, not only is he soliciting, the man is recording her. Because if she knew she was being recorded, she wouldn't go down the station and run her mouth.
Cover her mouth and say, my goodness. She say, Mr. Bell, if you didn't have this, as of any innocent people who are accustomed getting tired by allegations, you were good to go. I felt some type of relief. She said, Central Delilah even went to your boss and asked to be moved from the department and wants you to be moved from the department for what you did.
No, Tammy. You have downstairs nanny, but you also have downstairs something else round the back. So he's still downstairs, but he's round the back. So I have to say the downstairs nanny.
And I think she said that they're going to move her because she cannot be around me. She said she's coming here tomorrow, which is the Monday, to press charges. Don't worry, what we saw was a willing participant. So the Monday, Central Delilah came and I got a message stating that she just reached, fully dressed as an angel. They say the sergeant, the corporal, the inspector, and the WPC was sitting there, and they said she asked for some water because she's so traumatized.
You're there, so she come with drama.
They let her speak, and one of the officers say, Miss Delilah, you need to stop. We saw everything from the time you reach to your act, and then you left. All the time that you give, all timestamps was there. You are lying. So what we are going to do, we are ruling out that type of play.
Yes.
We are ruling out hitting, and we are going to charge you for prostitution and we're going to charge him for soliciting. What do you wish to do? She said, I wish to go no further.
Okay.
She wished to go no further, and the officers said first they don't trust her because she's a demon. They took her to the GP, which she signed stating that she wishes to go no further with any case against me.
That's it.
And she was not threatened in any way to do this this letter. So I'm just saying this to clear the air and let people know why I was off the media. All people asking, what is her modus operandi? Her modus operandi is, or was, when the police contacted me on...
If one thing say, so far, it bad. It's going to get worse. Just keep listening, because honestly, the rest of the stuff that he came up with, my mouth was on the floor. Let me just look at some comments. Good thing him smart. Him didn't trust her. Absolutely 100 teacher. That's the first thing I do. That's it. He paid so must attend into details and did not see what was about to happen. Why stop giving teacher came but just ball out up in the place downstairs? He made videos without her knowing, or it was a home camera. That's what I'm saying. He made videos because even if he has a home camera, he's supposed to declare that because they are in an intimate act. You know, the man is keeping files. If this wasn't the case, though, mind you, it has worked in his favor. But say nothing else was going on, that's blackmail material. That's him having, you know, future porn that could be distributed. There's a lot of crime that can come from recording somebody in an intimate act without their knowledge, right? But that aside, the woman wicked. But carry on, listen, the woman wicked.
Saturday or on Sunday, what I was supposed to do was call her. And when I call her, she was going to ask me or say to me, you know your reputation at stake, your job, your livelihood, you know you like to travel, all these things at stake. Give me $140,000 and I will drop the case. That was said to me by one of her confidants. One of her confidants said that to me.
So she planned to set him up, blackmail him to drop the case for $140,000.
He also said that she wanted him to put certain things in place to do me the unthinkable. That is what he said to me. I have that as a report in the station. So if anything happens to me, that Central Delilah and her co-hosts, please look into them. Yeah?
Well, there you go. So she not only wanted to blackmail him with money, she also wanted to take him 3 pints. You understand? She'd have planned to take him 3 pints as well. You see, all right. First of all, the woman is a known Central Delilah, as he calls her. She's known. She's known for her behavior. She's known for her shenanigans. She's known for taking people money and owing money left, right, and center. So he knows this ain't no decent type of woman, but clearly Central Delilah must look good. Central Delilah must have the goods. She must have the goods, right? So this man got so caught up in his little lusty mind that he was willing to play ball. You see how some men get themselves in a problem? When a woman a come for offer your front instead of pay off them debt on the things that only get in an easy ride. That time the woman done a calculate. She done everything her man what she gonna do, you know. She a calculate. She is many miles ahead, thinking that this is what she's going to do. And just out of luck, this man was a man that's camera up. And so he could stand on his own 2 feet and defend himself. But imagine if he didn't have such a camera. Imagine if he did not protect himself. The The police said that it would have been a done deal. Because if they were to say, even do any kind of swabbing of her mouth, they would have found evidence saying they got it. You understand? So he knew her. Yes, he knew her. He knew her, right? He knew her. Even if your camera is running, it has to be declared. Yes, Taya, it has to be declared. It has to be declared because even though your camera is already running, you are about to do an intimate act which involves nudity. And remember that revenge porn is a thing. It's also a crime. So, you know, if you are going to have an electronic recording of somebody while doing an intimate act, you have to declare that there's a camera, and they have to agree to leave the camera running or to switch the camera off. They should have made her pay him for emotional damages, even though he didn't go to court. Man, leave the hair. What do you mean, Patricia? Leave the hair? Yes, once the woman get naked, him have to make sure. No, that's right, he has to. So he knew her. Yes, he knew her. He knew exactly what she was about, and this is what happened to her. But you have got some men in this world that are just downright wicked, right? And that was a case of a Trinidadian. Now we're gonna go back to Jamaica. Give me a minute. All right, we're gonna go back to Jamaica now. Now I'm definitely going to need my Bluetooth to be attached. Bear with me. This is from one of my if you have got children in the vicinity, once again, remove them. If you have got people with, you know, the Christian them, we can't take it, you know, the graphic language, you might want to, you know, move on to another life now. And leave we the non-Christian one if you go and listen. You understand? All right. So this one is very adult. Please can't travel with all of this money. And she goes, okay, well, in which case then maybe you can wire some ahead of time. And he goes, well, I only have the facility to do bank to bank transfer. Hey, what do you listen now? Only have the facilities to do bank to bank transfer. So if you give me your bank details, then I can send money from my bank to your bank. This is the same Nigerian prince scam all over again, okay? So something stopped her because she thought that that was strange. She was like, how comes he can't do MoneyGram or Western Union? Everybody can. Why is he saying he can only do bank-to-bank transfer? And why is it that it's so important for me to give him my bank details? So she said that something told her to actually ask the guy for a video call. So all this time is texting, call on, you know, Facebook Messenger on the phone. You know, she don't even have his proper number, only Facebook Messenger on the phone. So she was like, listen, I want to video call you, you know, to see where you are, see what you're, you know, what you look like or whatever. Because you know what I look like because you've seen my picture. So she kept insisting on a video call. He was trying to delay things so that he could get her comfortable enough to give the bank details across. So he did a video call with her, but he put the video face down. So the video was not on him. The video was on the table. And she's like, I can't see you. You know, oh yeah, supposed to show me yourself. Yeah, put the camera down. I can't see you. Or him there, in the toilet. Him can't show the picture just yet. She forgive me a minute and I'll call her back. Anyway, he then calls back. And this time, she, you know, the camera goes on a guy. He talked first and goes, okay, this is me. Switches the camera around, but she said it looked like the phone did a move, like it had shift hands. But anyway, the camera switched around and she see a guy that looks similar to the pictures, but still look different. She said, you look different from your pictures. Still a good looking guy, you know, but look different from the pictures. And he's like, oh, I dyed my hair. The last pictures I took, I had brown hair, but I dyed it, and now it's black and blah blah blah. But it's me. So anyway, when he put the camera on himself, him not talk. And then he's like, oh, I don't like, he's like, I don't know, and then he's not saying much. And then he put the phone down. And then he carry on talking as normal. And she's like, so why you put the phone down for? And him say, him not like see himself in the camera. She said she noticed that the voice change when the person that talked to him, it not sound like the person when they depend the features, what did that show where I go, I don't know, like that, right? Sounded like a different voice. So anyway, as it stands, she started to frustrate him. She decides that she not trust him. And she realized, say, I could have 2 people in the room. Him go get somebody who look like the picture them when I put up. And that the picture them probably not real. She started to put 2 and 2 together. So she decides that she going to frustrate him. So she give him one random bank account number where I know hers. Random details for the bank where I know she. And send that go give him say bank details. She said the man called back and the man tell her some bad word because whatever it is that he was trying to do. Because remember, this woman, well, you don't know this, but she was quite comfortable. She never poor. She all right in her life, okay? She all right in her life. So him targeted her based on what he saw on Facebook. She put pictures up of herself going on holiday, pictures of herself living a certain standard of life in Jamaica. And him targeted her. I know one poor woman this. Him targeted her. This was some little scrums, and he was from foreign. And he wanted to do something with our bank details to try and take the money out of it. Whatever scam that is, he wanted to take the money out of it. And instead of taking the money out, he get some random bank details, and he realized it was fake because whatever he was trying to do did not work. And she said him call in some kind of viciousness and bitterness. And then he was so angry that he did not turn it. He actually called and pressed camera as God would have it. Press camera by accident instead of the call symbol. So when she pick up and press the camera on, it was his full face showing. And him realized him stuck because it's like him look and go and realize that unfortunately it was on him. He looked nothing like the guy that was on the camera before. Nothing like it. Totally different look. She said, this is one you have freckle on his face, he hair red, he ugly, he look completely different, he fat, he completely different. So when he realized him get caught out now, him just start cuss her, him tell her about her mother, him tell her to F off, him call her all kind of names. And she just did a laugh on the phone. This was a foreigner targeting a Jamaican female. So don't think for 1 minute that it's the scamming and the chopping is happening the other way around all the time. There are women who are being targeted by foreign men on social media, and you need to be aware of it. Sometimes you will see these guys coming up in your DMs, particularly you single women, want to open up on yourself to have conversations with them, not realizing that it's a whole scam. Right, let me take a look at some of the comments. Really, is it in my British one? That's right. The hurricane, the car resuscitate. There was that also. There was one in the news. I think she was scammed out of 200,000 Jamaican dollars. That's right. That sounds like a typical bank scamming. Exactly. Don't give no Walmart. What are you talking about? I hope she had the FBI on the phone so they would go and pick him up. No, she didn't. She just blocked him and moved on, right? Oh, gift cards. Oh, really? Okay, so they do it through gift cards as well? Natisha, I don't know anything about that one, but that one was some kind of bank scam. But just to let you know that situations like what Olivette's talking about happens all the time. And do you know that Dewey's brother is also married to a much older woman in Canada? So it's like it's something that's learned behavior. A lot of these men capitalize on women who are at the, I would say, I wouldn't say the peak, but going towards the end of their years in terms of, you know, them say that women have shelf life, which is such a disrespectful comment, but they say that. You know, and if you're getting to that point where, listen, you know, you can't have no more picnic, you want to settle down, and it's not that many men out there that might necessarily want to settle down with a woman of that's much older, that look nice and have stamina and all of that, because I would for these older women, they want younger guys. So they end up picking up these guys who are there for capitalist reasons only. And they're only there because they either want to get them stay or them want financial stability, and they're looking at you like a sugar mama. It is rare that you're going to end up with a one that's there purely just to love you and be there for you without having other things going on. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it is rare. I do know of some women who are older, cougars, who have got younger husbands, and these husbands do love them and they're devoted to them. But I do not think that such marriages or such relationships aren't without their challenges, especially when there hasn't been any children from that relationship. The man go on, go to work, go find picnic, go have picnic. It's, you know, if he thinks that he wants a child and you can't give it, that's going to happen. You know, so why put yourself in that position unless you're willing to compromise, which is what Queenie was willing to do. But like I said, she also kind of did things in a way that made it okay for him to show her infidelity. And that's not okay. All right, we're done after that. We are going to Kitty now. We are going to Kitty now. Hold on. Because Andre Stevens is not learning. No, he isn't. I really do not understand how it is that Andre Stevens comes to be so disrespectful about what is happening with Miss Kitty's pregnancy. I was not impressed by the commentary he made. Right? I found it very disrespectful. But anyway.
Needs to be fought. If you wanted to fight crime, there's no way you would have Horace Strong as your security man.
Let me jump this.
Was damaged. So Miss Sophia's car is totally right off.
Oh yeah, that's when she was talking about, he was talking about. So
come on.
Tita now.
Come right on. We don't need to do all of them social media drama there.
All right, let me pull it
I
up.
would do it out of my pocket.
All right, listen to this now.
But I don't have the resources at this time. But the people need to be fed.
Cher's
this
boyfriend,
week
yes, that's right.
Stew peas. I have the bucket of pig's tail already. I'm sponsoring one bucket of pig's tail.
All right, Andrea, and
we need some chicken that I want for carrot.
All right.
Reach out to Auntie. Here's Auntie Claudette's number. I'm asking you. Care packages, the rag and But I want to say something to people. You don't have to rush in a marriage.
You're this now. You're
you
this.
know that you're pregnant. Thank you, Jennifer Davis.
You don't have to rush into a marriage if you know that you're pregnant.
Jennifer Davis, reach out to Auntie Claudette. That's the number. You don't need to rush in a marriage if you're pregnant. And I'm saying that to say, Miss Kitty knew all this time she was pregnant. That baby is not 6 weeks old. And thank you, Auntie Claudette. We're just saying thanks to everybody who has given to the initiative. We really thank you.
Somebody tell me something. Whether or not the baby is 6 weeks old, 3 months old, whatever, why is Andre Stevens so preoccupied with Miss Kitty's pregnancy and how long it is? Why is Andre Stevens getting himself involved in a woman's business like this? I'm really not sure why he's doing that. A lot of people were saying that at the wedding, her wedding dress, her tummy looked a little bit high, like she may already be pregnant. Would Miss Kitty be the first pregnant bride? Now, we all know that in our society, there are certain kind of stigmas within the middle to upper classes attached to pregnancy outside of wedlock. It's not so much these days, but it used to be a big thing. Now it's kind of slight, okay? But it's there. It still hasn't gone. And it is, in many instances, a social status thing. But there are many, many, many women who are unmarried with their children. Perfectly fine. And still, you know, high standing in society, nonetheless. But of course, the ones who have got a stable marriage and, you know, and their children within wedlock, they're kind of looked at as kind of a cut above. And that's a fact. Okay. It's a fact. You do not have to rush into marriage just because you're pregnant. It's not a reason to marry. But certainly if you are pregnant for somebody that you love, why should there be a hesitance to marry? If this will make you feel better about your situation, I don't see why it should matter. What if it was always your desire to not be an unwed mother? Some women have that desire and, you know, they don't really speak about it because single women feel a bit like, yeah, this them. You understand? So it's like, yeah, what you're trying to say that I'm not good enough because I didn't get married, so they feel a way about it. But I don't think it's fair to discount somebody else's desires for a marital setup when having a baby. If they want that and they highly desire that, I do not see anything wrong with it. I don't know why it is that Andre's putting his mouth into something like this. I don't get it.
And we appreciate you. Candy Anderson Castillo, can you reach out to Auntie Claudette and give her your information, please? Please.
Exactly.
We all know that
Exactly.
that baby that was shown on CVM last Friday. Patricia Peter, you can also do the same. That is not a 3 weeks or 6 months, 6 weeks old baby. That look like a 3-month-old baby. We no need for rush no marriage. To make on a baby born in a no marriage. Because no fun no rush things, and when you not rush things, it not really make sense.
What do you mean? It's like this guy is trying to imply that the relationship is purely on the basis of her pregnancy. As though, listen, people, I want to use on a common. Go on Miss Kitty's page, right? Scroll back. And I mean, when I say scroll back, I mean scroll back years. There are many pictures of her and her current husband. Many pictures. They have been in communication for a long time. It's not no yesterday relationship. He was her teacher, her lecturer, right? He was her professor. He helped her to pass the bar. All of that. That man has been in Miss Kitty's life from Wapikil Philip. I don't know, fly-by-night relationship are just yesterday relationship. So till it's even rumored, because I'm going to say rumored and allegedly, that a Miss Kitty mash up a man previous marriage. That is what I'm having to say. Okay? I don't know if anything goes so. If that marriage was already finished, I don't know. But somebody did go on. Let me show you. Hold on. Mega show you. I'm going to show you guys what was said. Because it's not my words. See it here. All right. All right. Can you guys see that? Show me a thumbs up if you can see it. Lovelace, I was a pregnant bride, and I was a proud pregnant bride too, my dear. Exactly. I was a pregnant bride, my first child. I was a pregnant bride. So, you know, what is his problem? Anyway, listen to this. So on this post that was on Over Your Festive, big up yourself, Over Your Festive, I see you. On this post over on Twitter, somebody sent in a story. Now, I don't know if it was sent into Over Your Festive or if it was sent in somewhere else. I don't know. So allegedly, somebody sent in a story that says, please send in the story. I'm a family friend of Ian Wilkinson and former wife S.S. Just wants everyone who is sending Miss Kitty congratulations on getting married to know she stole my friend's husband. She's walking around like she won a prize, but the same way she got him is the same way she's going to lose him. They've been messing around for a few years behind her back. Miss Kitty can't get her own man. She had to take someone else's. SS is a beautiful woman, a lawyer as well. Yes, she is. She is a lawyer. I did see she's an attorney at law. Let's see how long the botch body makes him stay. Now, people, me don't know if this is real. Me don't know if anything goes up, right? And me not able for Miss Kitty to come and spread out Pamela like a blanket. So I guess so me go left that one. You understand? Right. Me not saying nothing more on this matter. But that was the post. Okay? So I don't know how true that is. But either way you take it, they have been together for a very long time, okay? And there is nothing wrong. One, I'm going to say a man is not takeable unless he wants to be taken. It is never good to play the role of a homewrecker because those things can come back and bite you. However, Miss Kitty is not going to be the first or the last to take a girl. Man, not going to be the first or the last. If Miss Kitty wants to get married because she's pregnant, that's nobody's business. If they are happy to make sure that their child is not born out of wedlock for legal purposes, for class purposes, why is Andre Stevens so caught up? That's what I don't understand. Why are you encouraging otherwise? It don't make sense.
And Compan TV. Oh my God, what's that in my belly? What's that? What's that?
That's
Come
right.
on. Come right on. We don't need to do all of them social media drama there. We are human like anybody else. We are human like anybody else. We are human like anybody else. We don't need to do this only for social media drama. To come drama out in life because people don't know say you're pregnant from the wedding kitty. Your belly did a show say you're pregnant. The dress alone shows say something wrong. When you're up on stage and the CVM something over there and rub your belly, them know say something did wrong. And you come back, oh my God, am I this, am I that? You know, too fake like China Dolly.
You're there.
Too fake like China Dolly. I don't know if people watch them, you know. I don't know if people watch them. Them fake. Fake. Like real plastic bag. We get banned.
Do I hear jealousy? Graduates, do I hear jealousy? Is that what I'm hearing? Is Andre jealous of Miss Kitty and the attention that Miss Kitty gets? Is he jealous? Did I just hear? I don't know how you guys watch them. So is the watching and the attention that Miss Kitty is getting that irks him? Hmm? Do you know what's so interesting? The dynamic here. They are both very similar characters. Both of them have this play on language where they jump between patois and, high level English language. And they're full of dramatics. Both are full of dramatics. And yet he is like trying to paint himself as the polar opposite, which he's far from. They're very alike. Male version, female version, just that he's preoccupied with things to do with government, politics, things that are about social action. Miss Kitty's only recently started doing more social action stuff. But she's more the hostess kind of thing. But they're not that different. Yeah.
Nothing about Uno.
We never realized there's so much they can
Nothing
say.
about Uno. Have a good storyline. Everything have a social media twist to it.
Huh?
So when you're pitting a band, the pitting a band.
Oh, come on. That's rich coming from you, Andre Stevens. That's very, very, very rich coming from you. You do the most for social media. Come on. So really and truly, what really pissed Andre off was this. I'm going to show you what pissed him off, okay? And I don't think it was that much of a big deal, but I am going to show you why it is that Andre got the chip on his shoulder at the moment. All right? Okay, here we go. Are we watching? Can we see? Audio off because I don't want CVM to come for me. Just in case it's on YouTube, okay? But can you see? So she did this whole thing where they did the ultrasound on camera, and the husband came, and then the lady was like, "Oh my God, what's that in your belly?" And I can see the head, and I can hear the heartbeat. And Miss Kitty was there, and she was laughing and ha-ha-haing, and it was all, so this person's put up the Jamaican Kardashian because this must be a joke. Jamaica, what is your take on this? Most of the people in the comments was like, "You're bad man, you're bad man, you're bad man," kind of stuff. But that's what annoyed Andre more than anything else, okay?
In a social media space, no privacy to your pregnancy. No privacy to your pregnancy. You take your pregnancy, turn it in a one social media drama. One social media drama and take on a pregnancy turning up. Your marriage, your pregnancy. One time you used to say you live private life. Where's the privacy now? Why you couldn't say, all right then?
Because you don't understand the dynamics, Andre. Because the woman now set up a relationship for pop dog. And let's say that the alleged accusation was true. The alleged. If you take a girl, man, you're gonna do it out in an open like that? Are you? Are you? Come on, women who take girl man already. Yes. At the end of the day, are you gonna be all out there with your relationship and make everybody know say, yeah, take a girl, man? You handle your business and you do things, in a way that doesn't disrupt or rock the boat in a way that's gonna go against you. Say, yeah, set up yourself, protect the man. And when you finally have him, that's when you're going to come out and be all public with it. So I don't see what the issue is, right? If the woman is out there now, it's because she's saying she now has him. You're missing that. You're missing that point. so she don't have to keep everything secret. She obviously waited until, she's saying it's 6 weeks, but I suspect it may be older. It may be older. She didn't have to tell everybody everything. She may decide to twist certain things because she don't want you guys to know. But she's still sharing the pregnancy, and I think that's good enough.
So me not cause too much excitement and too much this and too much that. What make you more special than nobody else when pregnant? Wanna come? We know enough people with them pitney born out of wedlock. On rush wedding and rush this and rush that because it's gonna look too bad. Because in a corporate life, you cannot have your child out of wedlock. Who says so? You never hear now Michael Manny say, no bastard, no day again. No bastard, no day again. No bastard, no the kitty. So you could have make your pretty born out of wedlock. But no, true no living at the hype and famous and this and that and reality. To each his own, yes. But them need to stop work and behave in this social media drama.
Oh my God. I just saw a comment that flew up on his screen. It's what somebody else say. No, sir. Your boyfriend can't breed you. Jeez. No, sir. I tell you about you commenters, it's troublemaker. I don't want to give problem, I'm telling you, I'm going to give peer problem. But anyway, this man is going on and on most about kitties. Kitties should not have to go. What is the problem, Andre? Really and truly? Because you know that had she gotten pregnant, did not bother to get married, you yourself would have turned around and started tearing down Miss Kitty and go, look on her. Oh, she had talk about woman for hold out till them get what them wants. Oh, she had talk about she not met nobody trick her and breed her and gone. And look, see there, she had push belly and no man no married her, no ring that upon her finger. You same one would have used Miss Kitty's words against her. But because you did not get the opportunity, you're now finding an angle of classism. You're trying to say that she's she's trying to be a social butterfly. She's trying to live up to certain status quo attributes that would make her seem more of a classy or make her more acceptable within certain circles. That's what you're using against her now. But at the end of the day, if she has this with the man that she actually loves, what is the problem? If they can tick more than one box, then it's not all good. Brother, I see what you make nice for.
People tired right and me a little David.
All right, me know why you're in a little David. Okay. I cannot believe how long you guys have stayed on this live with me for. My goodness, 142 of you have been left standing. Guys, thank you so much for attending 10 story in a one. We're not gonna no more story. We're going to one whole heap tonight, and we've been on the live for a very long time. Make sure before you exit Head Teacher K Speaks class that you like up the live. I hope you enjoyed yourself tonight. We have had a festive time. We go from one thing to the other. Some part of it be shown in the difficult ears. I'm pretty and say you Hail Mary, but other than that, we came out on the other side. All right. Big up on a nice clean self. Okay. Have yourselves a wonderful evening. Let me just make sure that I do not miss any important comments before I go. I would love to hear them debate. Oh my gosh, that would be explosive and very good. Miss Kitty not having no baby out of wedlock. No, she's not. She's not going to do that because she's always said what her standards are. Life is so short now. People have a right to be excited for anything that happens good. Absolutely. You keep me company in the kitchen season. Okay, that sounds good, JC Manny. And for those of you who don't know, please go and follow JCM Kitchen, Cooking with JCM Kitchen. Follow her page. I don't know if Alita Brata has run off, but follow Alita Brata as well. I don't know if Leggy has run off, but follow Legendary as well. Big up on a nice, clean self. Make sure that you guys come back to class next time. I will not be live again probably now until the weekend, but I'll probably post a few videos. Okay, let's see. Hopefully, let's see if social media behave themselves and some head teacher can have it come out. Hopefully. All right. Bye-bye.